I'm not saying we can't help other people. I'm not saying that money can't be allocated to help the homeless. Put them in programs where they can work towards rehabilitation. I'm not saying any of that stuff. All I'm saying is that we can't let them do whatever they fucking want, bro. We can't let them build fucking encampments. That's insane. What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing? Because at that point, then it's a free-for-all and anyone can do whatever they want. Yeah, just put your tent, just go down to the city hall, put up your tent in the park and just stay there. Yeah, sure. Fine, it's fine. It's perfect. That's not a health risk at all. It's perfectly fine. Let them do whatever they want. You better not stop them from doing whatever they want. If you do that, you're violating their rights. He says, until you start going outside and seeing the real world and not behind a screen, we will not listen. He says, most I've seen you smile in this stream is when Trump is on the screen. You got me on that one, Christopher. You got me on that one. I'm gooning over here. Yo, I'm gooning. Trump is really fucking, he got me animated, bro.
We put a topping on them. They're going to look like they're brand new. We'll get rid of those rusty old medians that have been crashed into 1,000 times, and they don't fix them. They just let them. They lay them down on the road, and they sit there for months. But we don't do that. We don't run things. We run things like we run this.
He says, true, but we don't have nowhere to send them except someone else's city or town. Push them to the fucking outskirts of the town, bro. Like ancient times. Your boy Scott is always going to take the medieval fucking approach. And in the medieval approach, I would say if you want to be a homeless bum who doesn't give back to society, you don't give anything back to the community, they should kick you out of the city. There should be a law where there's no vagrants in the city. Within city limits, vagrancy is not allowed. They should push you to the fucking outskirts of the city, let you live on the edge of town. And every major city in America should be that way. You're not allowed to live in the fucking city. He says, are you crazy? Push them to the suburbs where the most taxes are? No, I'm talking about even further than that. Even further than that. You know where the suburbs ends? And it's just, there's nothing else? Like when you go to Daytona or you go to fucking Miami or you go to Atlanta, you have the city core, you have the suburbs, and then on the outskirts where there's like all the fucking industrial parks and all that shit, all the toxic waste. And then you have the fucking part where the city's just, there's nothing else anymore. It's just wild country. I'm telling you to push them all the way out there, bro, out to the middle of nowhere. Let them fend for their fucking self. I'm sorry. That's how it's been since the beginning of time, bro. How do you think it was in medieval times? How do you think it was during the Renaissance? How do you think it was during the 1800s, the 1900s? If you want to be a homeless bum, you can do that. You're just not going to do it around us. Go do it on the outskirts of the fucking civilization, man. Go do it on the outskirts of the civilization. We don't want to see it. We don't want to see it. Or not. Bring back the mental institutions and we just throw you in a mental institution. Bring back the 1960s. We throw you in a mental institution and you just live out your life in a fucking padded room. I know it sounds harsh. And right now, y'all are looking at me like I'm a fucking animal. But it's the solid truth, chat. We can't have people do whatever they want. We can't have people do whatever they want. Because that's how society collapses. Because other people see it and say, oh, this guy's not working. He's not working. He's sitting in the middle of the city. People are giving him money. He's collecting a check from the government. Why am I working? And little by little, you have a situation where more and more people start to clock out of society and they start to be fucking vagrants. Am I not speaking facts? Why do you think there's so many fucking vagrants? Why do you think there's so many fucking vagrants? Because the life of a vagrant is easy. It's hard, but it's easy. You don't work. The government helps you. You get a free pass, and you can camp in the city. I hate to say it, chat, but in my world, oh, you're lucky I'm not the fucking king of the world. You guys are lucky Scott Leonard is not the king of the world. If I was the king of the world, there would be a lot of those vagrants. They would just either Either we bring back the mental institutions, we catch you in the middle of the night, we throw you in a fucking padded room, and you live out your fucking life in a padded room, or you just freeze to death or starve to death. I'm sorry. Survival of the fittest. Obviously, you're not fitting. GG's, bro. Your genes, your bloodline ends today. I'm sorry. You betrayed your fucking ancestors. He says, how dense are you, bro? That happens already, dumbass. He says, bro, what are you talking about, Lamau? Dictator Scott. You're lucky I'm not the king, bro. If I was the king on the rise, oh, you would see, we would have immaculate cities. Immaculate cities. He says, you're saying this now, but imagine if this was the case when you were poor in Panama. But in Panama, you don't got niggas encamping in the city, can I? He says, you really need to stop smoking meth. He says, hear ye, hear ye. Yo, Madden Killer 1978. Thank you for joining over there on Kick. Come on, man. He says, exterminate all handicapped people. I mean, fucking the Spartans did it. This is Sparta!